Na na na, come on. I like it. Na na na, come on. I like it. Na 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 na, come on. I like it.
How are we introing this bad boy?
The Rihanna song.
I like it, like it, like it. S S S N M M M S S S N M M M S S S N M M M S S S N M M M.
Welcome to S&amp.
I was like, we didn't decide who was going to actually intro us.
Yeah, just 'cause you want to start now? And then he points at me. I'm like,
Well, I
what do you
mean-
mean start?
You're Sam, so
Yeah, S goes
S
first.
goes
all right?
first.
This
Not in the
is-
alphabet, but in S&M, it's important to have the S first.
Yeah, if you have the masochism first,
Well, then
There's
you
not
just
really
got
any-
multiple
yeah.
sclerosis,
you're
and that's
kind
a
of just
little
some
bit different.
sad guy thinking bad thoughts if you just have masochism. You need a sadist
Yeah.
to really get the masochism moving.
And
You know what I mean?
we all think that S&M is better than MS.
Well, by far.
I mean,
I'm a fan of both. Don't get me wrong.
I'm into chicks with MS, but
The shaking of it all, you know.
you ever
Nice
do
tight grip.
S&M with someone with MS?
No, but goddamn, this is an idea.
Clamp her
I'll
nip-
make a Craigslist
You
post.
get her to try and clamp your nipples. She just does not stop shaking. You're like, Jesus Christ,
This is great.
that's not my nipple.
Gross. That's my dick. Okay, so tonight you're just getting back from work.
Yeah, I just
That's
got back
terrible.
from the actual
Ugh.
job, but not the fun one.
The fun job is where I was. We were at McGill's doing Sunday Laughter Dark, the first bi-weekly installation. And Eric Chasson is a killer, and we all knew that, and that's why he headlined. And it was great. Everybody did pretty well. Kind of a thinner crowd than usual, but we really pumped up the last few events, and this one was more, all right, this is just an open mic. Let's do it. Any questions?
Our first question is from Dan in Phoenix, Arizona. He says, I don't know. I got nothing. How's the show overall? I mean, small crowd, but like joke-wise, how was the jokes?
John Scove Nielsen brought some new stuff I really liked. Did some more physical stuff than he usually does. He played the role of the lady in a sexual encounter, and it was pretty funny. He's not good at it, but it was funny. So that was really fun. Eric killed with some new, some old. John Nesbitt, all new, opened up the show.
How was that?
Really good, actually. Man, he's so good with these sharp, short jokes.
He's
It's like,
he's brilliant, man. Like,
Yeah.
he's not
he's a savant.
He's not one-liner, so Dan doesn't have to worry, but like, he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
With and I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because he's fucked up. He's a fucking weird guy.
Yeah, he's just a weird guy. He's got a weird outlook on everything. Like, things he says that he doesn't think are funny because he's so weird. So when he's trying to be funny, sometimes he misses the mark, but most of the time, he's great at writing those short jokes.
I love the Caitlyn Jenner joke that he does. That's one of my favorites.
Well, let's not burn it here.
No,
but
I'm not going to talk about it, but it's one of my favorites that he does.
topical. I
Yeah.
was gonna do some Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, it was part of a joke. It was it was something about me lacking self-control, and I was like, it's like I'm Caitlyn Jenner, and my emotions are any vehicle ever. And I was gonna do that, but I just said that's been sitting in my notebook forever, and I never did it, so I'm not scared to burn it.
So the show's good though as a whole.
Yeah. I mean, we got to do more to pump up the crowd. We can't have it fall further than that, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Everybody brought their A game.
Yeah.
Everybody was looking good.
I like that. That's important.
Oh, Pragina also.
Yeah, how is she? How is
Again,
she?
she gets pacing, man. Like she's got some pretty good jokes, but she kind of it's just she really sounds like a goddamn pro already. Like she just knows where to leave a beat, where the laugh's gonna come, even if it's not that great of a joke.
I love you're talking with your hands and you're
Yeah,
not fucking,
right.
talk with the hand that you got the fucking drink in or something.
Well, see, that's it. I got both hands full right now.
Well, then I'll clear you some space.
Yeah, thanks, man. But yeah, those were the ones that really
Or you
stuck
can
out.
clear
Everybody
some
did
space
great.
there too if there's room. There's some counter space sort of thing. That's called a fancy GameCube.
Really?
Yeah, Panasonic Q or something like that. The original GameCube plays full-size DVDs.
Oh.
The Panasonic made it, and then I don't know what happened.
That's pretty fancy. I've never even heard of that. It's like an off-brand GameCube. Weird.
Something weird like that. It was before the GameCube. That was first, I think, and then
I am
they
easily distracted. What
changed
were we
it
talking
slightly.
about?
Regina's pacing.
Oh,
That's what you're
very
talking
good.
about.
That was the end of it. All right, good.
Cool. Anything else happened that I missed that was exciting?
Typical.
Yeah. We got 2 weeks. And we got that joke writing contest. You busted it. You guys drew the premises for that, so we might as well make the public reveal.
Yeah. So we already announced the lineup. It's going to be me against Godso, Matt Keenan against Mark Splood, and then the winner faces the winner. And the topics, we drew those tonight, and me and Godso are going to do. Where's that list? You got that list?
Women and minorities.
Women and minorities, that's right. And then you and Splood are doing grocery shopping on Senior's Day, and the winner is going to face the winner on women who like small dicks. So that's going to be a weird one. Shouts out to whoever submitted that. I bet it was Matt.
No, I think that was a leftover one from Setlist because there were limited good suggestions on the Facebook post that we made, and I was like, oh, fuck. So I
thought that was going to take off. I don't know why.
I know, so did I. And so I just quickly scanned through some premises for Setlist. I think because the people in the audience, they're like, I want you guys to joke about my topic. So they were more apt to put something in, but online, they're like, I don't know if I'll be there.
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully if you put it in those premises or you want to hear us joke about those premises, you'll come to the show. So that would be fun.
Yeah,
Plus,
I mean, it's four of the best comics in the city. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I mean,
yeah, like easily 4 in the top 40 of the city.
I would say 4 of the top 4. This is an all-star event here.
It is.
This is the best anybody could have hoped for.
That is true. I mean, we got the votes, so I guess we clearly are
That's
the best.
the proof.
We're at least the best out of the
I don't even have friends.
We're at least the best out of the 10 that signed up. Yeah, and I was like,
who wanted to vote for me.
Yeah, and like Drake Tobias was like very close to knocking out Splood, and I was like, that's gonna be too easy for me. we gotta call her.
Don't tell them that we're rigging this thing.
No, we're not rigging it. We had to wrap it up. I was gonna wait 24 hours, but I was like, 12's enough.
I think that's the right call. I would much rather see Splood. No, knock on Drake. He's great, but I mean, I don't want to see you compete against Drake again. Like, you beat the show. I mean, I don't know if you've ever actually competed on a stage, but you beat the shit out of him on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's
verbally.
true. Yeah, we verbally harass.
I don't need to see that again.
I verbally jerk off all over him, or in front of him. Yeah,
but you know what? He just laughs.
So that's okay. So
does that make you a bad man? I don't think so.
Some of the girls just laughed too, and then all of a sudden it was a big deal. So like, it's 10 years from now, we'll know.
Well, Matt, what did you learn about jerking off in front of people?
Well, I only did it verbally.
Well, still,
it's verbally.
Only
I'm verbally
in front
ejecting
of
semen in front of people.
Yeah, but the lesson: only dudes.
Yes, that is the main lesson.
You're not going to get in any trouble if you do that.
But not gay dudes.
No, it's straight. You want to. You're not gay. You want to jerk off on a dude. You're going to pick a straight dude because that makes you straight.
But that's the thing. And like, because if you do it, a straight dude would never admit that another straight dude jerked off in front of them.
Exactly.
Because they don't want to be called gay.
Now you're thinking.
Right?
Yeah.
You jerk off in front of a gay guy, he's going to get the wrong vibe. He's going to either want you to do it more, or he's going to get pissed off that it was just one and done.
Somebody should have told Louis this. Like,
he should have jerked off in front of straight
15 years
men.
ago. Yeah. Just
people you're not sexually interested in.
Yeah.
So they don't get the wrong impression.
Yeah, no, this is just for me. This has nothing to do with you.
You jerk off in front of straight men or like animals. That's
yeah. Go to the old
llamas.
Glory hole.
Llamas are the ones to
Elephants, man.
Because
elephants remember everything. That's backwards. You can't be doing that. Jerk off in front of a goldfish.
That is
perfect crime.
There you go.
All right, we're trying to figure out how to jerk off in front of things and get away with it. What does that say about us?
All right. So we got those ridiculous fucking premises. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, come out. Do we know the date on
February
it? Can we do the
February
math?
11th.
February 11th, 8 o'clock, McGill's, Market
Yeah.
Square.
Do
Come
it up.
on down.
Poster will be out before this podcast.
Well,
Boom.
booyah shaka. All right, so that's that. What else we got to talk about? That's all
We
our
got
promo shit.
So we do. The theme is going to be what? Audience suggestions. So what did the audience suggest? If you got any suggestions, please call in.
Yeah, call in 608-8984. This is live on the airwaves.
You're gonna be at work and you're gonna get a call in like 3 days. Like, what the fuck is going on?
You guys don't know how a podcast works, do you? Jeez.
Unless it's the St. John Ford radio show.
Yeah, that's a radio show, not a podcast.
That's true. But the podcast version.
Hey, there's another thing we can promo that's going to have already happened by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
Check
Well,
out John.
you can listen to the podcast version
Yeah.
of St. John Ford Radio. Usually drops on Wednesday. This will be out on Tuesday.
And we're going to tell you about the tour that
Yeah.
really is only one event so far.
Yeah, so
but it's
far
going to be a
it's-
tour.
So far, it's one show. I reached out to someone. I probably shouldn't say this on the air. Never mind. But because it's not finalized.
Just keep it vague.
But I reached out to someone,
Yeah.
a promoter in the province, who is interested in booking us at least one show.
Does it start with an S?
Does what start with an
The
S?
promoter.
No. Starts with a T.
Ah, very good. Very good.
There's only a couple, so.
There's only one that I can think of.
Oh, I guess
Okay,
I
good
can
enough,
think.
good
I can think of
enough.
several. So, anyways, yeah. So it's it's up in the air. He said he was interested, so you know it's a he, and you know it's a
Starts
T.
with a T, eh?
So anyone who knows who promotes shows should be able to figure that out. But
And put pressure on him. You want
yeah,
this. Fredericton comedians, you got to be all over T. You know, tell them you want this show.
there you go. Speaking of tea, my favorite kind is Earl Grey. What about you?
I'm a big green tea guy.
I do like green
Gets me
tea
going
as well.
You know,
Peppermint's nice on occasion if you're not feeling well. There's something about that. It clears your sinuses.
gets you going.
But yeah, anyways, so
That
yeah.
was a great little sidetrack there. I'm
There's
glad
a-
that we got that out of the way. People are going to be listening. They're like, I can't be talking about S&M and comedy. And I don't even know what these guys like to drink. Ridiculous.
That's the thing. I mean,
I like to drink. I'm drinking a melon ball right now.
a melon ball.
It's good stuff.
That's when you take a melon and balls.
Yeah, I just fucked a melon and now I'm drinking the juice.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. So yeah, we got shit to talk about, and we got unimportant shit to talk about, and super important shit to talk about, and we had suggestions. And who the fuck did I post the? Yeah, because it's me and you doing the podcast. So I'll go find this post and see what people wanted us to talk about.
Oh, Jesus, this is going
Dead
to take a while.
air, dead air.
I'm going to fill some air here. I'm learning how to make cocktails now because I've been waking up feeling shitty like every morning of my life, and I go, you know, that's enough of this pop. The pop is really causing trouble for me. So I've replaced pop with more liquor. It's going pretty well.
I think that so like, isn't a rum and coke technically a cocktail?
Technically, but the way people make a rum and coke, a real rum and coke is like 1 part rum, 3 parts coke. Like it's really strong. But when people are making home drinks, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of fucking pop.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's delicious, man. There's some good stuff out there, and it can be like 100% alcohol. I'm like, yeah. This is taking you a long time. I can't talk about.
I've been
this.
drinking a lot of red wine.
Really?
Yeah, I got a
Is
box
this part
of it
of your
over there.
keto thing? Oh no, because you had yeah.
What?
Because it's leftover from your show, right?
That too. I think I was selling it to my dad. So, but no,
Didn't you say you were telling Splood that he was like a wine connoisseur?
yeah,
And you're gonna give him a box of wine.
that's okay.
Usually not a sign that it's good.
It's no, okay. So he's a wine connoisseur by Southern New Brunswick standards.
Okay, so he just buys a lot of wine,
Yeah,
like a beer connoisseur. Kinda.
yeah, like an alcoholic essentially.
Oh,
But he's not actually an alcoholic.
well, yeah,
He just likes wine.
Okay. It's a religious thing. It's okay.
Yeah, I was just like, I'll give it to him because I know he'll drink it and he'll
It's the blood of Christ.
And the guys from the people from the liquor store, they recommended the, what's it called? Wallaroo Trail.
That sounds
It's
awful.
from Australia.
A made-up animal for your...
Is Wallaroo not a real animal?
It sounds like a walrus and a kangaroo put together.
I don't know. There's an animal on it. And it says Australia.
This doesn't sound promising.
All right. Well, anyways, they said that
Sorry,
that's
Matt's dad, for your shitty gift.
They said it's a popular. Oh, it's not a gift because he's gonna pay me for it.
Even better.
It's a the liquor store people said it was a popular brand. So.
Nah.
All right. Topic number 1. Travis Boyce suggested. Shout out to Travis Boyce. Things that annoy you in comedy, i.e., certain premises that are played out, joke thievery, hecklers, clicks, etc.
I mean, just you, mostly.
Sam or me?
You.
Me or
I mean,
Travis?
the things that annoy me in comedy are mostly you, Matt Keenan.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fair.
that's the biggest one.
Well, like, I mean, I guess you get annoyed with competition. I understand.
Yeah, especially when it's like complete shit and yet somehow it gets more publicity. I don't get it.
Well, because I add everybody on Facebook, man. If you stop trimming your Facebook friend list at 225, you would get more than 48 likes in the hubcap contest.
48's still pretty good.
So you're at?
I'm making it. I don't know. I thought you knew. I don't know.
Oh, I was just guessing.
I'm not counting on that online thing to win.
I
do have to do that, though. I know.
I don't. They fucked that shit up, man. I don't.
Yep.
Things video's not there anymore.
Yeah, it seems like a bandwidth thing. Like they shouldn't have put that many videos on one page, but it's Facebook. It doesn't make sense. It's such a big company.
It shouldn't have. Also, it shouldn't. They should have designed it better. But
yeah, well, they could have just hosted it anywhere. So cheap.
They wanted the publicity.
Yeah, but they still could have made the Facebook page and then put a link shooting off to an outside site for the videos. Like, that just makes sense.
They could have just had a fucking.
But I guess all the likes gets that page more
traction.
Yeah,
they don't have to do a sponsored ad for the show.
What can you do?
You know, it's
whatever. I don't care about the online vote. Hopefully, I get in. But if I don't, whatever.
Yeah, I hope I get in because I have the most online votes right now.
Yeah, oh, you better. I'm pretty sure you will. Like, especially because you didn't win last year, but you came close. There's no way you're not going to be in it.
Hopefully.
I think so.
I'm liking the competition right now if it was just based solely off of the top 10 because there's nobody I know.
Really?
Shan's in the top 10.
There? Okay.
Based on votes right now.
Am I?
Joe Butler. No.
Oh.
Shane and Joe Butler are the only other New Brunswick comics in the top 10. Oh no, there's a handful of girls that I don't know. They all. I'm assuming that they were in Nikki Payne's class because Nikki Payne did that. She did a course from Moncton, and it was an all women one.
I was thinking that too.
And they did a show.
They all seem to be not from here.
They did a show. What's the theater in Moncton?
Capital?
It might be that one. I'm not sure. But
Capital's the big one.
There's I'm not sure if it's that one or not, but they did I'm pretty sure a theater show for the first time. Nikki Payne put it on for free. They hosted a free show, and
what a weird way to start.
Yeah, that's my.
Seems like it would put you on the wrong foot.
But they had where else are you gonna really do it in Moncton?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's no real scene there.
There's not a whole lot. It's mostly French.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they did the show. I assume that's what it was because it looked like a theater and it was like several women all in the same, like from the same show.
Yeah.
So that's my guess. Was
it like a women's comedy class or did it just break out
that
way?
It was Nikki Payne's class and she said women only. I think she's doing women and men now.
That seems a little whack.
She got women and men for a new one that's starting up, but I think at first it was just to try and get more women.
I think the idea of a comedy class in general is kind of whack, let alone one that's like gender divided. Like, what the hell is that? Funny's funny. Ugh.
Funny is funny. I feel insulted being a white cis male.
It is such a hard life.
It really is. Like, you know what I mean?
They
don't even let us do comedy classes.
Yeah.
And like everybody gets mad at us for like sexual assault and stuff.
I've never sexually assaulted anybody as far as I can remember.
Well, that's the thing. Like, what is sexual
Easy
assault?
times.
Yeah,
you never know what's going to come back.
It's a very vague
Hey, remember
thing,
that
right?
time you drank 20 Jaeger bombs and don't remember what you did all night? Well,
That's the
now
thing,
you're in
like-
trouble.
Sometimes I jerk off in front of my vacuum cleaner, but it's not my fault if you're still in the room.
Yeah, get out of the room. You
I
see me
wasn't
jerking
doing
off,
it for you.
leave.
It's my house.
I was doing it for the vacuum cleaner, you ass.
It's got the best suction.
Mm-hmm. Don't ever play that game. It's too much suction.
All right, so yeah, we got off topic. So what's
Things we hate
comedy
in
classes?
comedy.
There you go. That's something that I don't like.
I don't hate it, but I think it's a little silly. But
I love how Travis asked the question and he was in a comedy class.
Yeah. Well, fuck you, Travis.
Fuck
That's
you,
what
Travis.
you get. You asked for it. You need help to be funny. Ugh.
Certain premises that are played out. I hate when people say, "Kill yourself."
Yeah, it's a little overdone.
And there's plenty of things that are, I suppose you could kind of say hacky, but like, I don't know. There's a lot of segues that are probably hacky. Speaking of,
Or not to brag, but like there's a million little openers and closers to things that people use over and over. But I don't mind that. I mean,
I don't
think I do too much of that, but it's okay.
It depends on the premise, I think, of the joke.
I can't think of anything I really don't like. I mean, I just don't like bad comedy. I don't like when people make it far off not good writing. Like, I know that the stage part is huge, of course. Like, winning over the audience is huge and connecting is huge. But I hate when somebody gets through just off that alone. Like, I mean, Dane Cook being the prime example. I don't know. I could probably count a few others, but I shouldn't.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying. There's
It's just, it seems lazy to me. It's like, man, I'm putting in all these hours, and you can just coast on
like,
this.
I feel like I could, if I really wanted to, just go out there and be goofy.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think that I'm a much more talented writer. Yeah. And that's what I want to showcase.
Well, I mean, you have to be both, I think.
If you add elements of both, and you're good to go. Start adding some more stuff. That's what I've been trying to work.
There are very few writers, anyway, who go, "Oh, I don't need to learn the stage thing because I'm a writer and my writing's so good." Nobody says that. But there are people who go on stage every day. It's like, I don't need to write things down. I can keep it in my head, work it out as we go. Yeah. It's a little arrogant to me.
I mean, unless you're Bill Burr.
Well, yeah, but that's because he's also doing the podcast, all these things.
Yeah, he's like the king of that shit. But yeah, the podcast.
Also, he just speaks in bit. Like, his language is bit.
That's
like,
the way
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I was that way, man. Sometimes I can be. Like, sometimes you come in with just the perfect timing, the perfect voice in a conversation, and you just like, nailed that one. But Bill Burr's on a whole nother level where he's just constantly on stage, practically.
Yeah, joke thievery. That's another one of the examples. What are you thinking? Parallel thinking is a little bit different, but like my mindset on, like, if I have a joke and I think it's too similar to another joke, then I burn it. I'm just like, no, I'm not. My whole mindset is I want to be as unique as I can be. I want people to watch me and like, I've never seen anything exactly like that.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like based on like sometimes I'll get comparisons to like different comics and stuff like that. I don't go out solely with that intention, but that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But just knowing that the joke, there's like, I never thought of it like that, or that kind of came out of nowhere, and so like if I see that someone else has a similar premise or similar basis of a joke, then to me it's not even worth it, because I don't know, I just want it to be different, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not as satisfying anyway if it's
you're like, oh damn it, someone else thought of this too.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel as good.
As far as like joke thievery, if you're like blatantly, I saw this thing, I heard about it on the Joe Rogan Experience. They talked about there's like French comics.
I heard about that. I heard about that before that podcast too, but on the podcast they really broke into it and broke it down.
French comics taking like Chappelle's and Seinfeld's bits and just literally just translating them to French.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You're a shitty comic if you got to do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, how can you feel good? How can you sleep at night? How can when you have a really good set and you're just buzzing after? I'd imagine if I had a really good set based off someone else's material, it would be the opposite feeling. Like, I would feel
that's the
rotten.
thing, right? The only pro to joke thievery in my mind is that if someone steals a joke from you, it's like a compliment in the sense that they think that you're a great comic.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so much parallel thinking. There's only so many fucking jokes in the world, really. I mean, it's technically infinite, but you're bound to step on somebody else's jokes.
Yeah, to some degree.
So I don't like to call it, but when it's really obvious, then you should burn that motherfucker down.
Well, that's
Because
the
it's
thing,
so
like,
it's so rare that you can actually point to somebody and go, he's stealing jokes.
Yeah,
that
like,
when
yeah,
you can do
if
it,
you're-
you
if you're-
should do it.
Mencia, like,
Yeah, he needed that. Comedy needed that. Was
Yeah.
for somebody to shit on him for stealing like
Fucking
Joe's
Joe Rogan
and
thing.
Doug's
Yeah.
jokes, like after they went on.
and that's too. That's that you're garbage.
It's just
at
obvious.
that
It's
point.
obvious that you're stealing.
And then it's like, how stupid can you be ripping off other professional comics?
Who work in the same city as you,
You know what I
especially
mean?
in
Like-
the same clubs.
If you're like touring and you get some like open micer who has a solid idea and you take that and you say you're still a piece of shit, but you're obviously gonna get away with it a lot easier than you would if you fucking
Yeah,
stole a joke from the headliner.
yeah. It's just it doesn't make any sense. You're only running the risk of getting a lot of shit. You don't gain anything from it except for maybe like some temporary popularity. This is not sustainable. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's I don't know. People are.
But really, that's not a big thing in my life. I don't think there's any joke thieves around here that I know of.
What do you think of hecklers?
Love them.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
they're.
Tell me I suck.
uh,
That's what I get off on, man. I just want people to. That's actually why I got into comedies. I don't like people laughing. I just like people telling me how shitty I am.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like
It's fun.
that's like what gets me. Yeah, it's what gets me off. As
Well,
well,
you're
so
the masochist, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
I love when people shit on me.
Mm-hmm. Gross.
There's fucking. I did Troy Haynes' show last night in Fredericton.
Right.
Did a quick guest spot for Scott Falconbridge.
Yep.
And he had a weird fucking. There was probably like 10 minutes of him dealing with this fucking guy in the front,
Oh yeah.
and it was like the guy was doing it playfully, but then it kind of got like annoying,
Mhm.
but Scott had his way with him, and then
Mhm.
and then he was like, all right, he's like, I have actual material now, so tell you what, I'll give you a copy of my DVD for being such a good sport, as long as you shut the fuck up.
Nice.
And then the guy didn't say anything for the rest of the show.
Wow.
But then there was a few rowdy chicks at the back, too much alcohol, and they were fucking loud as fuck. And one of them yelled something out at one point for one of his jokes too, and he fed off that too. But like, there's some degree where that's like, you know what, you can kind of, it's a little more, I guess, accepting to some degree, but like, some people are just fucking garbage people, and you're like, fuck you, like, I'm gonna destroy you, and then you're gonna get pissed off, and you're gonna be like, oh, like fucking Daniel Tosh that time when he got in trouble for that rape joke.
I don't
That
remember
woman,
now.
you didn't hear about that?
I mean,
Years-
it all
it was
sounds
several-
familiar.
several
It's
years
not coming to
ago.
me right now.
Several years ago when like he went up on stage and he just asked the audience what to throw out ideas, and he didn't have actual material,
Mhm.
and he was just going with it. And someone was like, "Oh, joke about rape," and he's like, "What's funny about rape?" And then some girl's like, "Nothing's funny about rape." And then he was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if she got raped by 5 guys right now?" And then he got a lot of shit from that because she was a blogger and she went and blogged
yeah,
about
of
it.
course.
And
of
then
course.
everybody will take her side on Twitter and stuff like that. But he didn't see the irony of what actually happened,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
'Cause
it's not
I mean,
a great joke, but it's a good, quick-witted little
It's
snapback.
just kind of
It's a shut the fuck up. That's all that means. It
Because
doesn't
it's just
actually
something
mean I
funny,
want-
like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like, oh, joke about people getting kicked in the dick. Like, what's funny about getting kicked in the dick?
nothing in real life.
And then you're like,
but in
wouldn't
a
it be
joke.
hilarious if someone kicked you in the dick right now?
Yeah,
Like, just as you,
and that's funny.
you know what I mean? You're like, nothing's funny about getting kicked in the dick. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they got kicked in the dick just as they say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it would be hilarious and ironic if that happened right there. That was the humor in it.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's comedy. That's the point. You know, there's nothing funny about death, but Norm Macdonald's fucking latest special was 50% at least about
Yeah.
death. Like, that's the point. It makes dark things less dark because you can laugh at
light
them.
of.
I mean,
and
this is ground that's been covered a million times, but like,
It's- yeah.
just silly fucking bullshit. You can't joke about that because it's sad. It's like, well, that's more reason to joke about it.
Yeah, I talked about on the Sploocast about how like people are fucking like they don't. Nobody will say shit about stuff that happens in music or film or like your like paintings and shit like that. Doesn't matter what it's art. But when you say
Yeah,
something
sure.
in comedy, oh, that's offensive. Fuck you. It's also art.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of art.
Like, there's some dark ass like paintings and movies.
Yeah,
like,
man. The art center.
especially when it comes to visual things, it's like they can literally show you that thing that you don't want to talk about.
At the art
Let
center,
alone we're just talking
at
about
the
it.
art center, there's this picture of. It looks like this dude 3 different stages of masturbation
What?
with a little kid looking at a little kid.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what the picture actually is, but like that's art and it's up on the wall there.
Yeah.
But like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, that it
there's some
probably is art. If
artistic,
I were to see that, I would, it would probably make me think. No doubt, something. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like, but 3 stages of masturbation. That's probably something that's going to get the wheels turning in your head a little.
But
And
it's,
that's
yeah,
the point.
so it's like
That's the point.
you know what I mean? And like again, and that's I was saying too, like you think that fucking Edward Norton is actually curb stomping black people?
Yeah, I love that. That was a good line.
Because, and that's what fucking like he's an actor, but like do you think the writers, the people that wrote the script, are
they
curb stomping
racist?
black people?
Yeah.
No, they're telling
They
you
had
a
an
story.
idea.
They had an idea. They put that in there.
Yeah.
It's and you have to look at it like that. And that was always my thought was that like you're on stage, you're not. It's not a TED Talk. You're
Yeah,
not going up
exactly.
there. You're not telling people shit that you think is true. And if that is the case, then maybe you're too fucked up.
Yep.
You're just saying things that you think is funny and that it just happens to be fucked up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People are weird like that.
I've started to take more of a turn towards like I started out really just simple fucking jokes, and then I moved into some political stuff. People didn't like it as much. Kind of moved back to where I was comfortable. But now I'm starting to do more political stuff again. Like the stuff I'm working on right now, I come out, I'm like, yeah, I gotta depoliticize my act. I want people to be comfortable at my show, and I just fucking let them have it. It's so much fun making fun of you can be as racist as you want to white people. I'm learning that one. I have this great bit where I just fucking say every white ethnic slur I can think of. It's a lot of fun. But I've been pushed that way by all these people saying, because I don't care about that stuff. When people say, "Oh, don't do that," it makes me want to do it more. You fucking idiot. So
That's the
now
thing.
that's the last couple months.
That's
have
kind of
been
like
very
that's me. It's
political,
like
very pushback.
How can I make this funny?
Yeah.
People think that you can't joke about it. So I'm gonna accept that challenge and try
Challenge
and find a way to
accepted.
do it. Yeah, that's my. So yeah, we covered a lot of that. Oh, what do you think of comedy clicks? That's
We're in one, man.
yeah, that is
There's much
true.
you
Like
can do about it.
I don't think that it's you. In my thoughts is like. It's like anything, you know what I mean? It's not just comedy clicks; it's just clicks in general.
Exactly.
You
People are
have a
looking at
common
it.
interest. You build a friendship. You hang out, and I think another thing is too is like, in my mindset is like, hang out for people. Hang out like. I'm not gonna hang out with someone who's a shitty comic.
Mhm.
In
Unless
my
they're
opinion.
hilarious. John Nesbitt. Mm.
But he's not a shitty comic.
Yeah, but he's. I was joking, but then I
Oh.
said he was hilarious. So that
Yeah, I
didn't
was
work.
like, I don't know what we're talking about. But
Yeah,
like,
fuck that
you
one
know what I
up.
mean? Like, if someone's funny, it just, I think that because you can learn, you can feed off each other. You can kind of learn
Yeah,
from
definitely.
each other, and you can kind of grow together as comics.
Yeah.
But if you have that shitty comic, you know what I mean? You just almost like feel like they're
Stealing your
riding
ideas
riding
and
your
poisoning
coattail.
your brain.
riding your coattail, man.
Yeah. No,
You're not-
yeah, for sure.
And if you're the shitty comic, then I think you if you're the shitty comic, then you at the very least have to try to work hard to get to that level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise you feel like you don't belong.
Yeah.
And that was like my thoughts too. Is like even just when you first starting out, I'm just like you see what level people are on, and you're like, I want to get to their level, so I feel like I belong in this.
Yeah, I mean,
scene.
competition is what drives everything. Like to
Oh,
say
yeah,
otherwise
absolutely.
is ridiculous. Like I said in my first Sploodcast, I'm like, yeah, I'm jealous as hell as you. Less now because, well, I mean, at that time you had the Mullinger thing. You just won that contest. Everything was fucking crazy. I still think you're fucking great, but
I think
it's just normal.
I'm better now.
People-
than then, but I don't have nearly the hype. Of
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Well, that's what I was jealous of, was the hype. And it's like, that's natural to deny the fact that you're like, I want to be that guy.
Oh yeah, that's the same
dumb.
thing, man.
That's stupid. It's
I'm
like,
jealous
yeah, of
as-
course I want to do what Matt does. Well,
I'm
at
jealous.
that time-
I'm jealous as fuck that Chris Hovey's a bringer.
Yeah,
and he always brings
I'm
in
jealous
a
of
full
Chris.
audience.
That doesn't mean I hate Chris,
I mean,
but
he's
it does mean I make a lot of jokes about him being a bringer. But
Oh,
otherwise,
yeah, and that's
I think he's a
fine.
great guy.
But, like-
and I'm gonna hang out with him all the time.
But good on him, man. Good
But
on
at
him.
the same time, I'm gonna go up to his face. I'll say, "Fuck you, Chris. You're too funny. Your life is too good. Get out of here. You don't need the appreciation
yeah,
that
that's
I
the
need."
thing. You have friends because they come to your show.
Yeah, friends, a home, a good job,
And a
a girlfriend, a family that seems to care. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, you got a
Get out of here, Chris.
You got a family that hates our comedy.
Yeah.
Like that means that you have a good life. You should
Chris, I'm telling you,
Retire.
your life is too good for comedy.
Retire from
You're
comedy.
better than this.
you're gonna have to, I don't know, kill someone in a DUI or something. Like
Yeah, like
get
just
something to fuck your head up.
you know, maybe you get in a fight at the bar and dude cracks his head off the ground and that's, you know, manslaughter. Done. Something like that, Chris. Just get out of my life. Good pause. That was a great place to take a pause.
Yeah, I thought so. I was.
But the point is, fucking love Chris. And competition isn't a bad thing. The fact that I'm like, oh, fuck that guy with his good jokes
Yeah,
and his nice
competition
wife.
just makes you strive to be better. That's
Yeah, like
which is, you know, if you're jealous of someone, it goes two ways. So you can be jealous in the way that you're jealous. You can, you know what I mean? You can use it as motivation.
yeah.
Or you can just fucking be like,
Yeah, I use the word jealousy loosely. It's not really jealous.
But
It's
it
more
is
like
kind of jealousy
Yeah.
to some degree,
Yeah.
right?
it's like you can use it as motivation, or you can use it to fucking sabotage him and just stew on how fucking miserable you are.
Yeah.
Like that kind of jealousy doesn't get you anywhere,
That's a thing.
and there's a lot of that.
There's a lot of both. So
Absolutely, a lot of both.
Ken Bolton. He says, "What makes you think you're so fucking funny?" Which is what caused him to challenge the comedy class goers to the non-comedy class goers, because I said I didn't take your course.
Well, that's part of what made me funny. That's true.
But yeah, so
I don't take 20 minutes
so-
on a 5-minute spot to talk about the fucking Charlton and
that's the thing, right?
The Great Depression.
You took
Jeez,
it
Ken.
was a fucking 2-minute bit in a 5-minute slot with a 20-minute set.
Yeah.
I don't know how you fucking managed that, but your math is not very good.
Ken, nobody gives a fuck about the Great Depression, all right? I know it was hard on you.
Yeah, and then so he challenged us. I don't know the details of this challenge.
Yeah,
but
we're going to have to set that up at Laughter
what was
Noons.
it? We got Dan McCarthy, you, me versus Travis Boyce.
I thought it was
Chris
Godso.
Hovey. No.
Oh.
Godso tried to get involved in it. That's what he likes to do, man. He's like, oh, I want to fucking ride someone's coattail.
Oh, wow.
Just fucking around, Godso.
No, somebody should bring him in to pinch hit, though, because that's the deal. I'll let you finish what you're saying, the teams.
So Travis Boyce, Chris Hovey, John Scove Nielsen, and a ringer of his choice. And I agreed with Dan on Drake Tobias being our ringer because we don't need one.
Yep. There you go.
That was and Drake took that as a compliment, which I thought was hilarious. It was the biggest backhanded compliment ever. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh,
We'd love to have you
thank
because we
you.
don't need you at all.
That's how confident we are, man.
Yeah, I think we can beat them. I mean, it's John, Chris, and Travis. Yeah, I don't know, man. That'd be a hell of a show. Also, it's going to be on our home turf. Like, it's going to be on Laughter Dark.
Yeah, but
That's a big up for
Chris
us.
is a bringer. That's the biggest.
Yeah, that's true. We got to make something that it's not a sound decibel thing.
Yeah.
Like at Roast Battle. We got to do it some other way. Or not Roast Battle, sorry, the one-liner competition.
Would we have like a panel of unbiased judges.
Unbiased.
How do you do that, though? That's the biggest thing with this scene.
Just ask them if they know who John Scove Nielsen is, and if they say no, they're in.
That's true. We could do that.
That's how we'll do it.
And then ask if they know who Drake Tobias is.
Yes. Nobody knows who Drake Tobias
Yeah, not for good reason.
is. Just that Eiffel Tower story.
Yeah.
I think that's about the only thing I know that guy from.
Yeah, that's his biggest credit
That is.
in the comedy world.
Yeah, making you uncomfortable at your own show.
Yeah.
In front of your mom.
Yeah, his biggest credit
cute.
is that he tag teamed a chick with me. But it's like, truthfully,
Put it on IMDb.
He never mentions, like, there's an asterisk next to it, right?
Because he didn't.
And you go down to the bottom, and it says he actually just jerked off
While he watched
while
you.
he watched. That's the asterisk, right? It's just like, white baseball players with world records because black players weren't allowed to
Just
play.
a big old asterisk.
Yeah, that was I think Daniel Tosh did a joke.
Yeah, that's why we don't think like threesomes are out of the norm. Like it's not normal to have a threesome, but people do it. Probably why? Because half the time it doesn't work out.
Yeah,
You can't get hard with your friend in the room. Well, apparently you can, you fucking freak.
yeah. Well, I don't give a fuck. I was drunk, man.
That's all the more reason to not get hard. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ.
I got what's the opposite of whiskey dick?
Oh, tequila. No. Something. We'll
Yeah,
figure
I don't
this
know.
out. We'll get back to this one.
No. So Ken challenged us to that. So we'll have to figure some shit out.
Gin horny.
Yeah, maybe.
Why not?
What
Tequila hard.
Godso suggested, Brian Godso suggested that we talk about how great he is, and I think we already took a few jabs at him, so that's close enough.
Yeah. You're a piece of shit, Brian Godso.
Yeah, way to fucking cheat at set list.
Fucking loser.
This is the second podcast I called you out on that for.
From now on, I'm going to spit after I say Godso.
What
welcome.
else we got? Talk about how come everybody thinks they need to do a fucking podcast.
I'm with that. There are too many podcasts.
Yeah.
Everybody has to quit so that we can be the only one.
That's the thing. You got to think, do you want to listen to a good podcast or do you want to listen to a garbage podcast? And if you think that this is a garbage podcast, then go fuck yourself.
But also tune in again.
Yes. Go fuck yourself to the thought of us. You know what I mean? Jerk off is what I'm saying.
I just nodded.
Or like,
I'm doing a great job.
Go fuck yourself. Stick your dick in your ass and ejaculate to the
what if
idea.
it won't reach? It's not that my dick is small, but my balls are big. It's hard to get. All right.
Oh,
It's a lot.
man. Was it?
That's a toughie.
I think it might have been Dan McCarthy. I don't remember who it was that had a brilliant joke that this just reminded me of. I'm not going to say it, but I just randomly thought of it. I'll maybe share it later.
Great story.
I know.
Once again.
There you go.
That's twice now. You just went down to a dead end road. You're like, nope.
Well, I have
let's go
to.
back.
I have to.
He's fucking ADD motherfucker.
You know what? That's all people suggested that we talked about, man.
Well, let's. How long into this are we?
So we got 45 minutes in. So
Jesus, we gotta double that.
Yeah.
What do we want to talk about?
Let's talk about the Maritime Millennials now.
Yeah, we haven't
talk
got into
about
that. That's an exciting lineup, man.
That's a wicked lineup.
I love everybody on that lineup, but I love the idea of these like short sets, man. Like my favorite shows are. I mean, obviously it's different.
What do you mean by short sets?
Well, we're doing 20 minutes, right? Or 20, 30. There's 5 of us and we're all splitting the time, right?
Yeah, evenly split.
Yeah, I like that.
I was going to say, why is that a short
There's
set?
a lot
That's
of people.
still a middle spot.
Yeah, okay. But there's a lot of people who I don't want to hear an hour. Like, no matter how good they are. It's
Yeah, for sure.
honestly, depending on my mood, there are some days where there's nobody I want to hear for a full hour. Like, you know what I mean?
I like 40. 40 is like that perfect number.
40, 45 for a headline,
is
is great, I think. Friggin' the only person I've seen go long that I enjoyed was Milo Santano's at Chuckles. That guy kills. And he went on for like an hour 45, but it may have been that I was like 3 pitchers deep, and that really that made it easier. Because, I just don't have the attention span. I don't have the patience. I think this set is fucking deadly because we have 5 great comics and we're all doing just a middle set. Nobody's going to get tired of anybody. Even if you don't like the guy, there's 4, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Perfect.
Draw straws for running order?
Yeah, I think we'll just do it completely randomly and we'll just
bring each other up.
shotgun. Yeah, no MC.
Yeah, just bring each other up.
Here's the next guy.
Yeah, I like that.
You should have seen. Oh my God! I was in St. George, and we were also doing that style. We didn't have an MC. I didn't think of it until I was done my set, and then I was calling Sploot up because he was the middle, and I had no idea. I had no idea how to host at all, and so I was just like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Sploot," and then at the end I realized he wasn't ready, so I started holding on to the ood like Mark Sploot, and it was just like saddest.
You almost needed like a minute just so that you're like, hey, you guys have been a lot of fun. So excited to bring up your next comic.
I felt like such a fucking jerk. I gave him he brought it back obviously, but everybody was just like they clapped after I stopped talking, and then there's 20 seconds of him getting to the stage. It's just a momentum fucking killer. Yeah. I want to try hosting. I gotta. That's something I gotta get down, and especially now that set list thing went off so well, I'm a lot more comfortable just winging it.
Just in the moment, and you don't even have to. But I think that hosting gives you that opportunity to try and play with the crowd a little bit. Like
that's
I don't do that a lot, but
I don't want people doing material in between sets. Do your material at the top. You know what I mean? As an MC, I mean.
Yeah. Do
your material, and then just little quips in between. Keep it moving.
Yeah, you can do like one thing that a lot of people do. They'll do material, and then it's just short in between. And then they'll do like another 5 or whatever right before the headliner comes up.
Yeah.
But they usually use that as like a quick bathroom break.
Yeah,
exactly. So you don't have to miss the headline.
Yeah. And I mean that's what an MC should do in my opinion.
And also bring the room back down, or depending on because I don't know. Some people have different opinions on it, but like depending on the headliner, you ride off of how high the crowd is from the middle. Yeah. Or do you hope that build it up yourself kind of thing? You know what I mean? Not build it up yourself.
Yeah, well, I think it all depends on how the middle does.
Yeah, that's true too. But yeah, I'm excited for this show.
Fucking, set list was a lot of fun. That hosting style that you did, well, you and Ben, you traded off eventually. Yeah. I really like that you were just chilling. You were kind of off the side of the stage. Yeah. It reminded me like the Comedy Cellar and old like big city, the basement shows where you got the band off to the side. You got the host who's always there the whole time. Yeah. And just a little bit of banter back and forth. Like if things started going sideways or slowing down, you could kind of come in and say something. I thought that was fucking fun. I can't wait to do another set list show.
Yeah, I fucking
Steve Fudge number 1 on the list because I think he would do great at that. He was talking about it and
he mentioned it to me the other day too. Dan McCarthy also wants to come back and John Ford wants to do it.
Nice.
So
that's 3 good comics.
For sure. And I want to straight up do it as well. Yeah. And not host one.
I'll host.
So you can host and then you can test it, do some odd premises in between like I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun just hosting it. And I liked sitting up there too and just having my own mic. Yeah. And just kind of feeding off of it. And it was less I felt like there was less dead air then too, because if you finished up
that style of show,
and you got to
very awkward,
and you have to give them the premise too. So I couldn't really go far anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd just be like, all right, your premise is boom, and just a little bit of banter, and I riffed off of the odd little premise that they had. I
thought it was well done.
And then I thought that was a cool idea, and I'm looking forward to the next time we do that. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. So we got to figure out. We got the fucking joke writing contest in a couple weeks.
Do we even want to do a regular show in between?
I almost don't. We either can do set list or
originally I wanted to
do whatever the fuck this thing that figure out what Ken Bolton actually is challenging us to.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because we got to find time for that. Do another set list.
Well, fuck it. Let's save that. Let's do this joke writing competition. Let's do another set list, and then we'll have a full month to figure out whatever we're doing with Ken.
Yeah,
that sounds. I want to do set lists again so bad.
So do I.
Oh, it's so fun. It's just it's organic. There's, sometimes you'll get somebody, especially at McGill's, where it's a lot of comics, and people come in with old material, and it's just not that much fun. Yeah, you laugh, but you're kind of laughing because you're supposed to laugh.
Yeah.
With set list, fucking big genuine laughs.
Yeah, because that it's just such so impromptu. It's just
Even if the joke isn't great,
it's just funny
extra
because you know that they didn't go up there with this, so you're like they're bombing and it's hilarious because it's because there's bombing that's hard to watch, but then in this instance it's hilarious to watch because you know that that's not planned.
Yeah, it's just part of the experience.
There's nothing more hard to like. There's nothing harder to watch than someone going up with jokes that are supposed to be funny that aren't at all. But when you have no idea what you're going up with, it makes it funny.
Yeah, even if it's not funny, it's funny.
And you can like you had some fucking golden jokes with that too that I hope you just decide to keep for some
how do you
point.
introduce such a strange premise though? Like I wrote them down, but like how do you get into my cream cheese fetish?
Dude, okay. This is where my mind works because I would find a way to work into that. And you could talk about how stoned you were one day.
Yeah.
And you just saw expired cream cheese and you're like, can't go to waste.
That is pretty good. That's I'm taking that.
If your timing's well enough, then they might just think that you ate it, but instead you're like you popped it. So then you're like, and that's like we're just talking about you were fucking stoned and hungry, and you fucking reached in the fridge, you pulled out cream cheese, you're like, it's expired. Can't let it go to waste though, and then they just think
get into the cream cheese fetish,
and then somehow you have to figure out how you get.
I would just leave a pause. I can't let this go to waste. Hopefully, there's like a little giggle or something, and we go, "That's my fetish," and just fucking go off from there.
Or just like, yeah, can't let this go to waste. I'm not gonna eat it. That's fucking gross.
Yeah,
fuck the shit out of that stuff.
Actually, that might be good enough. I just go straight from can't let it go to the waste. Pause. I fucked the shit out of that.
And then, yeah, go.
You guys might think that's weird, but you ever try a fucking brick of cheddar?
I want to hear you do that on a fucking show.
You should have been at McGill's. I polished up my R-bar set, and honestly, I didn't like it as much. It wasn't as much fun when I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, I like it almost more. Dude, at Troy's show, I got an applause break on a line I never told.
Nice. Which
was fucking brilliant. When I did, so I took probably 3 minutes of the new shit that I brought out at No Joe Spard.
Yeah.
And I rearranged some of it to so I was able to segue, but I did that bit about pissing at the urinal.
Not sure.
My pants falling down. I spread my legs to try and catch my pants and the belt flaps out.
Yeah.
So I did that bit, and then I segued it into the bit about how I'm not ready to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Did that bit, and then towards the end of that bit, I did a callback to the last bit.
Nice.
And it was perfectly timed. Got an applause break on it. I was fucking so happy with that because I just did a short 5-minute set, and it's like when you get an applause break, especially in such a short, in a 5-er.
That's a fucking pain in the ass, though. You get like a 30-second applause break. You're like, shut the fuck up! I only got so much time.
I was cool with it because I think this is the material.
Applause break.
This is the material that I have, and I was just doing. I'm doing this material. That's it.
Yeah.
If I got enough too much laughs, and it is what it is. I go a little long.
You know the McDoubles joke, the 6 McDoubles.
Yeah.
I tied that into. I did that good life joke, and the dude's like, dude, your brother was in here the other day. I tied that into each other, and it was a good callback. It wasn't good because they were right next to each other, so I like a callback with a little bit of distance.
Yeah.
So it's more surprising. But still, I think I found something there. I like that a lot.
I want to kind of add more to my shit about like parenting and all that stuff like that too, so that I can, when I do that callback, it isn't just a minute and a half after I did that punch or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does have even if it's another 5 minutes down the road, then at least
it's more surprising that way. I think callbacks are better the longer they're spread apart.
Yeah, for sure. So if I can do that, or if I can find at a later point go into parenting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Rather than stretch it out.
Find a different way to find a new joke that I can segue from the bathroom story to something new, whatever that fucking is, and then at a later point segue or go into parenting and do the callback to that other joke, which would be I think make it even better.
See, I'm starting to get to that level where we're looking at things on like a meta level. It's not like how good is this joke and does this joke chain into this joke. It's like, where can I put this to get the biggest laugh? You know what I mean? There's a lot more to it than just writing jokes, and I'm finally starting to break into that.
Same. And you know who figured that out very early on? Chris Harvey.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He's such a fucking genius like that. His
sets are flawless. They're so smooth.
He's like the king of segueing. You don't even know he's he's not segueing.
He moves from bit to bit, and it still sounds like the same bit.
And it just sounds like it never stops. Yeah. But he gets you set up punchline, set up punchline, set up punchline, and he does the segues, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
how did he get to this? And you see the and it's just I don't know how he does it. Like he says, he writes it in big sets as opposed to. Like, you know what I mean? I know you write probably how I write. You write it a joke. It's a minute or whatever it is. Yeah. And then
it's like puzzle pieces.
And then you go up. You go up and you're like, all right, I'm going to do this joke, this joke, this joke, this joke, this joke. Yeah. And then at a later point when you're doing a longer set, you try and group things together a little bit more.
Exactly. Yeah.
In a way that it flows a little bit better. But when I did the album recording, I was like, I need a segue. I need to make it sound a little more smooth and polished. And so I started grouping things, and I found ways to do that, and I found it was super beneficial. And now, even writing now, I feel like it just makes you a stronger comic just in that sense.
I agree. Oh, Jesus Christ. Louie's over in our house. Hi, Pat. Doesn't even know what to say. Just
that's what happens when you just finish jerking off.
Oh, jeez, and Jackie just came off. Ugh, you had to watch him jerk off? Gross. Your hair's all messed up for some of you. Just watched the guy jerk off.
It's because he came in her hair.
Ah, Pat.
It's like, who needs gel when you have jizz?
Yeah, it's on the record now. It must be true.
It's called hairspray.
I'm drinking melon balls.
Hairspray,
vodka, orange juice, and melon.
Hairspray. I should maybe bust out some of that wine and just say I'm not giving it to my dad.
Tomorrow off, Monday off, you lucky dog.
Yeah. Wow, lucky dog. I would rather have like the weekend off.
That was sarcasm, son. Nobody wants Monday off. That's the worst day. I mean, like, you can get some things
Pat's
done.
Got every day. Monday's only good. Monday's the only.
Pat wants Monday off. Pat doesn't work.
Yeah, Monday's only the good day to have off when you have every other day also off. Like, fuck. Really wish I had Monday off and every other day. You haven't worked for like 4 or 5 months.
Once in a while, it's nice to get a weekday off because you can go get some stuff done. But like most of the time,
it's like the easiest time to do shit because like some shit's not open on the weekend.
But it's no fun.
Like, I can go to the bank. Fuck, I can just do that online. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. You can get groceries. Like, oh boy, that's an hour.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with the rest of your day?
I do that after work.
Yeah,
most of the time.
That's usually what I end up doing.
I went to Fredericton last night. I left at 6. Pat was still in bed.
Nice.
But in my defense, I didn't go to bed till like real late the night
Well,
Pat was up late.
What, 11 p.m.? Yeah. Or real early that day?
Real early that day.
What time? Okay, in your defense, you unless you went to bed at 10 a.m., you slept way more than 8 hours.
You know what? We got nothing to do. Might as well all they do the good times at jam. So you sleep and then, okay, I only got 5 hours of the day to do anything. That's all I need.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I remember one time Pat got up and he's like, "Oh, I gotta shower." that
was it.
That was the list.
What a hard
I don't even
life.
think you have to do that.
Your life is tough.
If I don't have to leave the house, why do I want to shower?
I showered today because I knew I was going to see Matt, but that's it. Most days I don't.
You look like a guy who doesn't shower. Me and Dan were talking about that on the way to Fredericton about how you look homeless.
Good. That's what I'm going for. I want everybody to know that.
Yeah,
fucking hate my life.
You and
fuck me, Jesus
Christ. Hard Times. The first episode, we were saying how you and fucking
Adam.
Yeah, you and Adam were the perfect 2 people to play welfare bums.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting on the deck here because you just looked the part. You didn't have to
Adam
dress
looked
up
more
for
welfare, right? He looked way more welfare.
Yeah. And that's just because I don't want to be discriminative to gingers.
Oh.
I don't know, you fucking ginger welfare
That's
bum.
right, you racist. We are a noble breed of people.
I don't know if noble's the right word.
Yeah, I think it is. What else do we want to talk about? Pat came and interrupted like an asshole.
All right, I got an idea. Pat, throw a suggestion. What do you? We're doing audience suggestions, and we talked about everything that people suggested, and we got to go longer than an hour. What's something that what grinds your gears? Fake news.
Oh, there you go. That's an alright
Fake
one.
news.
Fake
Donald
news.
Trump, right? The only news that's fake news to Donald Trump is like legitimate facts.
Yeah, no, anything that he doesn't like is fake news.
He's like, fake news, fake news, fake news.
It's really easy to shut people down with it, though. Like, people tell me I owe them money, and I just say fake news and walk away, and nothing's happened yet.
Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous too, like the tabloids and just how fucked up some shit is too. Like I saw two magazines side by side, and one of them says Oprah is running for president, and the other one says Oprah denies that she's running for president.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know which one I believe.
That's the beauty of it. You get to pick. It doesn't matter.
Choose your own adventure.
The facts are made up. Nothing matters. Like,
Yeah.
whose line is it anyway?
That's the thing. You can. I'm living my life just assuming that Oprah's going to be the next president.
Okay, how has your life changed post Oprah?
You mean pre Oprah or post Oprah?
Well, I mean, post announcement of Oprah.
Oh, okay. So like, as if
As if Oprah's going to be president.
how's my life changed?
Yeah, what's different?
I'm less racist.
Well, you have to be.
I
You don't have a choice in that
that's
one.
the thing. I think that like when like I mean we're Canadian, so it doesn't matter too much. But like
It'll
I
catch
think
up with
that
us.
when it will catch up to us to some degree. Yes, absolutely. But I think that when you have a racist president, that you're like I can say almost anything and not be that racist.
It's a golden age for comedy.
Like he's leading, like he should lead by example. Like
Yeah.
the world that you want to live in. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're hanging out with the KKK, you can be mildly racist and still be considered polite.
Yeah. That's a great point. Comedy, and it's not because Trump, there's so many good jokes, even though there are. Comedy is better under Trump because nobody expects anything from anyone.
That being said,
Especially men. Like
that
white
being
men
said,
right now,
there's so
we're
much shit that people are bitching about that right now.
Yeah.
Like there's Tom
Yeah,
Segura.
but bitching doesn't
you
accomplish anything.
You see that Tom Segura shit?
Yeah, the New Orleans shit. They didn't like that he was making fun of the what do you call them? The French English down there?
Yeah, what do they call them? I don't even remember what the fuck they're called.
Cajun, thank you.
Cajun, yeah, that's it. There's shit about that.
Yeah, that was so funny though. But
It was,
I'm
that
just
was hilarious,
Did you
but-
see on his podcast on your mom's house him dismissing it? Just like, I'm gonna go there and sell the biggest stadium out, you know? And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you are. Damn
Oh yeah,
right.
for sure.
Because all that shit, it's a vocal minority. Everybody who's shooting down comedians and saying that, oh, you're sexist, you're racist, vocal minority.
there's the
Most
other
people
shit, too.
hate them. They just don't want to talk about it. They don't care.
There's the other shit with him too, because he did that bit about all the things that you can't say now.
Yeah,
That you used to be able to say.
Yeah.
So you can't say the word retarded.
yeah.
And then he's like, now, when he's like, we never meant that. We never make it fundamentally challenge people. But now when you talk about that, you have to describe something as having an extra 21st chromosome or whatever.
yeah.
And the Down Syndrome Society of Canada or whatever is
Yeah.
not happy about that at all.
I've taken
And
to
there's
calling
like a
people autistic.
There's a petition.
It's fun.
What?
I call people autistic instead of retarded now.
That's okay because
It's not.
What-
It's much better to say retarded because retarded doesn't really mean anything. Autistic is a real sickness that I'm making fun of.
yeah, that is true.
But and honestly, I take less shit. You call something autistic, it's, if you think about it, way meaner because that's a real problem.
That is true.
But they treat it better than retarded because retarded's it's a no-fly zone. There's no reason.
that's true.
It's all in people's heads, man.
It's
Pussy, 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 cunt, cunt, dick.
that's like
Did it.
Doug Stanhope. There's a sound coming out of if you're offended by a sound coming out of another person's body,
Yeah.
then your parents did a shitty job raising you. I
Mm.
think that's essentially what he said. Because realistically, it's just a word. I think that they only possess what you allow them to possess, kind of thing. You know what I mean? If you don't let, you can say whatever you want to me,
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter to me.
Because you're a huge pussy and there's no risk that you're going to fight me.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But if someone who's like, to me, if someone who like mattered to me, like they said something mean and hurtful, it doesn't even matter what words they said, that would bother me more than just some random person saying something offensive.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just words.
They just hold the value of what you let them hold.
When it's a person who knows you and knows what you're about and they're trying to piss you off, that's way different because they're trying. When it's just some stranger, who the fuck cares? It's just words out of some guy's mouth. I don't get it. I don't understand. Of course I do, actually. I do get it because it's for attention. It's 100% attention.
Yeah.
But that's not a good enough reason.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's people are fucked up. They like to complain about stupid shit.
And I do too. I mean, like, it's half my comedy is complaining.
I'm complaining about people complaining about stupid shit. So is that
at least we
stupid
can be
shit to
aware of
complain
that.
about? Yeah.
Yes.
We're very, very, very aware.
Yeah, that's good. We're hypocrites, but at least we know it.
That's my biggest trait is I'm aware that I'm complaining about stupid shit.
Well, really, everyone's a hypocrite. Really, every single person on some level is a hypocrite. And if you can be open to that fact and be like, yeah, man, sometimes I say shit and then I say the opposite thing the next day.
A knowledgeable...
Don't the face you should have seen this. Ugh.
A knowledgeable fat person. No, a knowledgeable hypocrite is the best kind of hypocrite.
Yeah. And since we're all hypocrites, better learn.
Oprah wins presidency. Will secret compartments under chairs be mandatory?
Obviously, yes. How are we all going to get things? Everybody look under your chairs!
Oh.
No, I'm going to envision Oprah dying before the next election, and I'm going to believe in it, and I'm going to think about it, and that's my secret.
You know, it would be amazing if you found a dead Oprah under your chair.
I don't know why I did a fucking physical thing again on audio.
You've done that a few times.
Everybody gets a dead Oprah! But seriously, everybody read The Secret, learn about, you have to visualize, and then it becomes real. Yeah. And then visualize Oprah not being the president.
The idea of a dead Oprah really gets me off.
Same, man. I wasn't thinking about it like that.
She's just better looking when she's not talking.
Yeah.
When her body's cold.
Yeah. Cold. I run hot, so a cold body feels pretty nice up against me. I'm a large man. My internal temperature is high. What else we got to talk about now that we've talked about fucking Oprah's dead corpse?
I didn't say I was going to fuck her, did I?
No, I'm just turned on by it. I'm not going to fuck it. I'm not an animal.
There's a line that you don't cross when it comes to dead bodies.
Is it the fucking clitoris?
Yeah, man. Like, I'll titty
do what
fuck
you
her.
want to the tits. Same wavelength. Great minds, buddy.
No, titty fucking a dead body is a lot different than in a live body.
Oh yeah, because the titties bounce. It's like they're alive. There's a little bit of movement there.
And then, like, most of the time when I titty fucking a live chick, she just complains.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing?
Why isn't your dick bigger?
I was trying to sleep.
You didn't ask to do that. Like, fuck off, bitch. Oprah never fucking gave me any backsass.
Yeah, and I think that's the example. That's the example that Oprah set. Is that if
titty fucking's okay.
If we can titty fuck Oprah's dead body, then we should be able to titty fuck anybody. That's
yeah. No, that's a good point. And Oprah taught us that. Thank you, Oprah. You don't need to be president. You taught us about titty fucking dead people.
That's
good
what you
enough.
get for looking under your chair.
Look under your chair. It's a vagina. Everybody gets a vagina.
That's how Caitlyn Jenner came to be. She was
just that Oprah one day.
Bruce Jenner had nothing to do one day. He was he drove very responsibly to the Oprah taping, found a vagina under his chair, and then killed some woman on his way home. Her way home.
That had nothing to do with the chair. That's good. just killed this woman. Like, well, I can't let it go to waste.
It's good they were talking about fake news because I don't think any of this actually happened. Unless you talk to Donald Trump, then it all happened.
Yeah.
I would love a glass of Wallaroo Trail.
See, that's not a thing.
As long as there's no sperm in the cup, it's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that.
That's true.
This is Pat we're dealing with.
Fake news. That's a good fake news segment, I think.
Yeah, I'd say. Oprah being president, Donald Trump being an idiot. Yeah, we pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
I'll show you a segment.
What
No, I'm showing you a portion of it because you can't see it all at once. God,
You know the
this
mind
Pat
blowing
guy
part?
is just fucking
Are
ruining
you
the
drunk
show.
right now?
No. I've had like 2 or 3 drinks. I'm
was gonna
starting to
say.
feel it.
The mind blowing part is that I've been completely sober for this entire thing.
How do you do it?
And some of the topics that we got on, it was just like, how do you do that sober?
You can't.
And that's
I can't.
I can, and that's I think what I almost have going for me is, you know what I mean? Sometimes people look and they just assume I'm stoned on stage, and you're like, oh,
Yes.
you don't smoke? I just assume that you smoke because you're so fucking.
Well, yeah, you sound like you do. Like just
I
the.
sound like a stoner. I look like a stoner.
Yeah.
And the shit that I talk about would make you think that I was a stoner.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
I think that that's what people are like. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's probably a good thing you're not. Imagine if you were like that, but then like times 2, people would be like, oh, all right, that's enough of Doug Benson over here.
That's,
Hey, have you watched Crashing? I didn't realize Crashing was
yeah,
back
it
on.
just came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, no,
realize.
I haven't.
I got to watch the first 2 episodes.
I'll have to.
The new one's coming out tonight
Yeah,
with
Sundays.
Bill Burr and Nia.
Oh, Bill Burr's in it.
And Nia.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'll have to get caught up on it.
Yeah, I didn't know until 2 days ago that it had even started, so I got to watch. I got to what do you call it? Binge. I binged 2 episodes. Don't do that. Oh, he's got his microphone on his wiener, and it's making me uncomfortable. He's looking at me in the eyes, licking his lips. Oh Jesus! I can hear it. Amazing.
Oh fuck.
If only that was on video as well.
We
This is really hard. We should do a video podcast. We could do both. Put it on YouTube. Yeah, you get more exposure that way.
That's some of my thoughts too. You just have to.
You just have the couch or like set up your tall table
Yeah.
and then put it in the corner of the basement and use the tall chair
Yeah.
with mic stands.
Yeah, man.
We got
That's-
ideas.
Don't even need a mic stand. You could just hold the mic
Yeah, I like holding the mic because then I can take a drink.
and just set a. But you also move the mic when you're talking. You talk with your hands
Yeah,
and then you
I
like keep
kinda-
pulling the mic away from your.
It's for
From your
audio
mouth.
effects. Do we have left, right pan here? Because this shit's gonna be tripping people out.
Fade in, fade out.
Fade in. All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, we didn't have enough suggestions. So, what's Oh yeah, we also
Fans-
didn't. I realized we
Let us down again.
didn't plug the St. Stephen show enough. We talked about the lineup, but we really didn't say
No,
much.
yeah, I just talked about why I liked it and not what we
Yeah.
were actually doing.
So, February 3rd, right? Saturday.
Ugh. Yeah, all
That
right.
sounds like the
about
third.
right.
That sounds like it's probably the 3rd.
Yeah, if it's not the 3rd,
It's
look
whatever.
it up, bitch.
Whatever's closest to the 3rd that's a Saturday.
Yeah, there you go,
It's
Matt.
probably your best bet.
dropping knowledge
And
on some
it might
fools.
be at 8 p.m., but it also might be at
Could
7
be,
or
could
9.
be 9, 7.
But there's a poster online,
Yep.
and there might be some around. I don't know. We put Godso in charge of that, so
There
they're probably
damn
just
well should be.
sitting in his car still.
Imagine. That reminds me of that old Hedberg joke. He used to have
Turned
paper
into-
route. I had to go to 200 houses or 2 dumpsters. I just pictured Godso doing that.
It's probably, he probably used it as toilet paper at one point.
He's that poor. He's using printer paper.
It's a wicked poster too, by the way. It's very millennial.
Yeah, it's.
The Twitter feed.
Oh, yes.
It's fucking badass. I think it's awesome.
Got fidget spinners and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the show. People's Pub, St. Stephen. If you know anybody in Calais, Maine, guess what? The legal drinking age in New Brunswick is 19.
2 years younger, people.
2
Get a
years
head
younger.
start.
So you can come over and get yourself a motel, hotel, Holiday Inn,
Wait, is that Chingy? Did you just go Chingy?
Chingy, and who else does it? James Franco says it on Pineapple Express.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a motel, hotel, Holiday Inn? But it's also
Fuck, I
from
love that
something
guy.
else. I heard it on
I
something
love
else.
Pineapple Express.
That's a brilliant movie.
Everything, Judd Apatow, man, everything he does. You see his new special?
I didn't care for it.
Really?
I just thought
it
that
was-
he was just telling stories that were funny, but I didn't find that.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just, as someone who is a writer,
Yeah,
it didn't seem like it was as much writing.
I
In
think it
my
was
opinion.
writing.
I don't
I
know.
just think he didn't. It wasn't as creative. It was more taken from
I
his
was just,
own
yeah, I
life.
guess I was just expecting more jokes.
Yeah, but I mean, you watch his
Straight
movies.
jokes,
It
yeah.
fits. It syncs up.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, he writes movies for a living. Of course, his jokes are going to be life stories. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I thought it was great though, and
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think it was as good as his movies, but it was a great special, and everything that guy ever touches,
It's fucking gold.
golden. Love it.
Yeah, all of his movies are brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? It's got a few noms, eh?
What's that?
That one with fucking Indian dude. What's his fucking name? Kumail.
Oh,
That movie about him and his wife.
The Big Sick.
Yeah, that got some
Yeah.
noms, I think. Some
I
Oscar
haven't
noms or
seen it.
something.
I heard it was really
I
good,
haven't
but I also
seen
heard
it,
it
but
was
I heard-
very. It wasn't as funny. It was more like a funny people. It was more of an artsy.
like a dark kind of artsy comedy.
yeah, like there's humor
Well, it's based
to
on
it.
a true
but-
story as well, and about
Yeah.
her being sick. And
So I didn't check it out for that reason, just because I don't like
I'll give
comedies.
it, I'll
that
give it
kinda,
a watch, but I don't know.
I've also never seen Get Out, and apparently that's something everybody should
Oh, that's
do.
a wicked fucking movie. Man.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that one.
I'm not doing that.
Downstairs in the man cave, man.
Oh, I just bought a media server. Fucking excited about that. Finally get all that shit off my computer. I'm gonna download everything. I ain't paying for shit ever. When this internet thing goes
Except for
tits up, I'm
internet,
gonna be
yeah.
ready.
what's
The
the,
internet's
so wait,
dying.
what's the media server do?
Well, it's just like it's hard drives, but it's on a server instead of a computer, so all of your computers can access it instead of one.
So, wait, but what happens if the internet dies, though?
Yeah, like it'll go through Wi-Fi. So I mean, as long as the router still works, the internet doesn't need to be on, but the power needs to be on.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
saying so like instead of like Google Drives or some shit like that. Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
exactly. It's not on somebody else's
not on a
server. It's
cloud,
on my
it's on
server.
yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's an external, except it's always fucking on, and I don't need to plug it in.
I have what's that thing that I watch movies on that I have Plex.
Yeah. That's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you store it on there, and anything that unless you use the internet if you want to watch it from a different location.
Yeah,
But like
exactly.
in your household, any movie that
You
like,
can just
my
stream it
computer
right from there.
downstairs, I think is like 2 terabytes,
Yeah,
and I can stream it from my laptop if I want to, or
Yeah.
whatever I want.
I
to.
freaking love it just because, I can turn on my PS4 and watch anything I own instead
Yeah.
of screwing around with a bunch of cables and shit. I don't know why that came out. It's just something new in my life. I'm excited about it.
There was something. Oh, did you hear? I saw this today. There was this this article, and this is what pisses me off about this fucking day and age is that the fucking news will post all kinds of garbage bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, you're telling me.
This Chris Rock's doing his Total Blackout tour.
Yeah.
He's it's the UK segment of the tour right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Jeff Ross opening for him.
Nice.
Sick
That'd be-
show right
yeah.
there. And he's got that Chappelle thing. I think Chappelle made that famous, the whole locking your phone up.
Yep.
And you have the designated phone areas where they'll unlock your phone. You can use it. They lock it up. So this guy, I guess his dad's not doing well. Some kind of heart thing. He's in the hospital.
Right.
He had tickets to see Chris Rock, so he goes to the show. Goes to the designated area to check for a quick text, just an update on his dad. But then he sneaks his phone back into the show,
Mm-hmm.
and then he pulls his phone out during the show. Security sees him. They kick him out of the show. He gets pissed off. He goes to the news and says, "Oh, I got kicked out of the show for checking on an update on my sick dad."
Yeah.
And then there's those people that feel all sympathetic about
Yeah.
him.
Because it's
And
all
then-
about the headline.
and
It's
then
not
it's
about
like-
the actual story. It's
Then
about
it's
the
like,
first sentence.
fuck you. He could have gone to the fucking, he could have gone to the phone section, but he chose not to.
Yeah.
Pulled it out during the show.
Rules are rules. Like, I don't care about your fucking emotional
that's
story.
the thing. It's like if you're driving, you pull out your phone, you send a text, and you get pulled over. Oh, sorry, officer, my dad's in the hospital. I just need to send a quick text.
Yeah.
Fucking pull over.
Yeah. And I mean, you might get lucky. I mean, that is a pretty decent cop out. A cop might go, "Oh, let you go." But if they don't, you can't get pissy about it, right?
That's the thing. You did something illegal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, maybe
I mean,
some cops would have let you get away with it,
it's not
but some won't.
illegal to pull your phone out at a venue, but
Yeah, but according to their rules,
based on their rules, there's a reason they had your phone locked up.
But that's the thing, man. I see a lot of that, especially like at my work. It's like somebody will say something, you don't have time to fucking figure it out. Journalists hardly write stories. They are receptacles for people to tell stories to now. People go up, I got a story. They go, okay, cool, I'll write that for you. There's no real investigating left. Very little anyway. And it's sad. That's why there's so much fake news. It's not so much fake, it's just one-sided and stupid.
There's no real investigation.
It's just this person said something. Like, I had a friend who was in Ottawa, and he went to, I'm a big free speech guy, and the free speech thing is often tied to the right-wing thing because they're kind of on the same level. And he went to this thing, and he read the National Post. He sent me the article. It was like a sea of Make America Great Again hats. You know what I mean? Like, just describing the scene. He takes a picture. There's like, a couple. Definitely not even the majority. But it's just like, this person called somebody. They said, what's it like? And the person's like, oh, there's all kinds of Make America Great Again hats. Now there's, you know what I mean? Now that's the truth. Because one person said it.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
It's...
Yeah, I would like to get off, but I also am addicted to people paying attention to me.
Yeah, there's that. I just think that it's there's something about social media that helps out when you're involved in the stand-up comedy.
Not so much for me.
That's because you don't do enough with it.
I want my Facebook to be fun. I have to make my own comedian
Well, make
page.
a page.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
the
I need
biggest
to do.
thing. Because I think, and my thoughts are, there's a lot of people that don't have a comedy page.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking that if you actually want to take this serious, you can grow from that, because then you don't have to have people that you don't know on your personal Facebook. Yes. And also, I think that there are also a lot of people out there that aren't just going to send a friend request to some random fucking person just because they saw them at a comedy show. True. Yeah. But they would follow their page.
Yeah. You know that's true.
If I'm
different level of privacy.
I have mutual friends with Todd Barry.
Nifty.
On Facebook. Well, I'm not going to throw him a friend request. He'll probably fucking decline it.
Yeah, well, definitely not.
He'll just fucking decline it. But you know what I mean? But I would follow his Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely. For updates and whatnot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's so many, Ari Schaffer, and there's so many, doing comedy, even though, I have mutual friends with, or mutual Facebook friends with these people, but I'm not going to send them a friend request.
No, because you're never going to message them. You're never going to talk to them.
You know what I mean? If I meet them and you know what I mean? You get to that point in comedy where I'm performing with them.
I take the word friend seriously on Facebook. If I just keep you around because maybe one day I'll want information from you, fuck it. I don't, you know what I mean? I can re-add you if I really need to do it. I don't know. It just bothers me seeing a bunch of people I don't care about. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. The page thing is the way to do it.
I still keep them, and I just unfollow them if I'm not.
Well, I do that a lot already. Even with the 200 friends I have a lot of unfollows.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Barkeep.
Such service. You said, Pat, come in, pick up some glasses, bringing Matt a little bottle of wine.
Not a bottle.
Or a glass of wine, I mean.
Fucking Jesus.
Trying to make you into an alcoholic.
Trying to get in my pants?
No, I just want somebody else to be fucking drunk with me.
A bottle deep. Well, once I put that one back, I'll be pretty good because I don't drink much anymore.
Yeah, you've been telling me that. How's that going? Why is that?
You can. Oh fuck, you can. Yeah, drink away, man. Why is that?
Yeah, why are you cutting back?
I'm just trying to get healthier. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to feel better. Yeah. So, that's why I'm loosely following keto. There's something about, I'm using that kind of as a guideline, you know what I mean? So if I want to have pasta, I just have pasta with zucchini instead of actual noodles.
Yeah, sure.
And it's not quite the same, but it still kind of cures that craving kind of thing. Mm-hmm. If I want to have pizza, I'll just have pizza, but I try and limit myself significantly. So last time we did the bar, I just went across the street to Freddy's and I had a slice. That's the last time I had pizza. Nice. They had me a nice homemade pizza one time, the other day, and I cut a little sliver off of it. Yeah, I don't care what was on it.
That sounds good.
But there, you know that a homemade like from scratch pizza is better than your boxed.
Yeah. All the
shit like that.
preservatives and fat.
But there's just we consume way too many carbs, and that's why I'm fat.
Yeah.
So it's more. Some people don't do keto in the right way either, right? But just consuming more natural fats and less carbs, which doesn't mean that they're like, oh, you need to have carbs. Like, I'm still having carbs. I'm just not having as many.
Yeah, going full keto doesn't make sense to me either. Like to not have any carbs, that's like the building blocks of
it's not even
your body.
No carbs. It's like, but it's just low. So like
and natural.
Like I filled in all my shit and what I was looking to accomplish, and then based on that stuff, they suggested 5% of
who's they?
This app that I filled out.
Oh, okay.
So 5% of the calories that I consume should be carbohydrates.
That's nothing.
Which equals 23 grams.
Yeah,
23 grams of carbs.
I'm kind of on that wavelength. I'm not really on keto, but I'm just trying to like eat in a smaller part of the day. Like I have an 8-hour window where I'm eating. I don't eat sandwiches. I don't eat
intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So
and I don't eat like pasta. But I'll eat grains. It's just I don't go out of my way to completely avoid it, but it's just no sandwiches. Sandwiches is a big one because like that's what I eat. Half of all my meals are sandwiches, and it's just so much empty nothing and chips, shit like that. Trying to cut back on that.
Yes, I don't.
Just more meat and veggies, man. That's what you need to eat. That's what people.
and
that's what we're made to eat.
I still consume a normal amount of protein. So I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not increasing my protein. So it's just like natural fats, like I cook with coconut oil.
Delicious.
With coconut oil. I probably eat bacon a little bit more than I should.
Mm-hmm.
But also less in comparison to all the other shit that you can eat.
Yeah.
That's his bottle tree.
Oh.
Making his cider. Do you have any more? Oh, that's what you're doing right now. Let Sam try a little swig of it. I'm sure. Oh, it's still be flat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Next week when we do.
I made it once. I did cider once before. It was a little bit more ghetto operation than you have, but I used the same bottles. You got those Grolsch bottles. I drank a lot of Grolsch to get those bottles. Oh well, different strokes.
Well, next week when we do a podcast, there'll be some cider.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Unless Pat doesn't unless he doesn't drink it.
What cider?
Cummins cider.
It took me a second.
Yeah, he's got two. There's Cummins cider and there's
Pat, you
Dixon
gross.
cider.
Yeah, there's just the Dixon cider's all gone.
The Dixon cider and the Cummins cider. Oh, come on, guys.
Well, no, the common cider's a little bit stronger.
Okay. Well, yeah, of course it's because you're coming. I get you. What a disgusting pig.
What were we talking about before?
What a terrible man. God, you were talking about we got set off by the bottle trees carrying this giant plastic contraption around. What were we talking about? Keto.
Oh yeah,
keto.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like I have fucking they cook with coconut oil. I have MCT oil up there because I heard Pete Holmes talk about it.
Oh, really? I figured it would have been Joe Rogan. He always talks about that too.
Does he talk about it too?
I haven't watched old Petey in a while. I better check in on him. Or not watch, listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I got some MCT oil, some coconut oil. I haven't been doing it lately, and I got to get back into it. But they do like this keto coffee, where you put. It's actually not that bad. I put coconut oil in the coffee.
Oh yeah. I've heard of that.
And it's fatty, but you get a little bit of coconutty flavor.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And it just gives you some more
like
natural
put it in
fat.
instead of cream, or with cream.
No, just put it in. You can put it in with cream too, but I just use coconut oil and some MCT oil, a tablespoon of each, and a 16-ounce coffee.
Sweet, that sounds pretty good.
Put that back. It's a little fatty. Shake it up. You gotta shake it up, otherwise it's just so that it floats to the top.
Well, you look like you're losing. It looks like it's working a little bit so far, anyway.
Yeah, I'm down.
A little bit slimmer.
I'm down. So when I started, the day I started, I weighed myself. I was 227.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And I'm at 209 now.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
227.
I know, and I was at 209
I'm
this
like
morning.
290 right now. Jesus Christ.
It's at 209 today when I stepped on the scale. So
hey, that's pretty decent.
2.5, 3 weeks, something like that, and I'm down almost 20 pounds.
Fuck. That's all right.
Like 40 pounds in the last 5 months.
Yeah, it shows fat ass.
Yeah,
He just
Pat-
said he's up 40 pounds. This is Pat again.
That's one thing
We'll get him on eventually.
That's
He's
one
good.
thing Pat said to me over the summer. He was like, "Oh man, I think I'm almost. I think I probably almost weigh what you weigh." And I was like, "That won't happen. He'll get close, but then he'll go out on the eye and he'll gain 50 pounds, and then he'll spend
God.
whatever time he works, he'll spend losing that weight that he gained.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a bear hibernating.
Yeah, this is hibernation for you right now. Just sitting in the house making cider.
No, it's not the same though. This is the opposites, right? Him working is his hibernation.
Oh,
Right,
I got you. Yeah,
the bear
yeah.
eats all this shit, gets super fat, and then lives off their fat while they sleep for 6 months or
Yeah.
whatever. He is just doing nothing for 6 months and gaining the fat, and then
So that when he works, you'll have so many stores of energy. You'll have so much energy at work. All that fat. What a genius!
he's
All right,
got
where are we at for
is
time? Let's
figured
wrap
out,
this
man.
up.
We're at an hour 30.
All right, let's
That's
do one
probably
more. Let's
pretty
do
good.
one more question. We'll pick a topic here and wrap it up. I think this is a good amount of time.
What's a topic, man? What we got for a topic?
I don't know, what are you looking forward to in comedy? What do you think your future in comedy is going to be? What do you want to happen next?
What do I next?
Yeah,
Big city.
next and next. You know.
All right, so I'm 100% serious about moving. I don't know what Ben's thinking. I don't know what Joe's thinking.
See, I'm 100%, like, I am going to move eventually. There's nothing here for me anymore. Like,
Yeah.
my family's all spread out. My job sucks. There's no job opportunities here. May as well move.
And
But the thing
truthfully,
is,
I don't
I
even
just can't
care.
commit to a spot. That's my thing. Is I got my mom in Calgary. I really like that. I've always wanted to go to BC way more than I wanted to go to Toronto. But then
we could
if
make the
everybody ends
BC
up in Toronto,
we
I would
could-
like to go to Toronto too. Like,
we could
that's
do
the problem.
BC thing. I was thinking of BC.
Yeah.
Just
But the thing is, it's so
recently.
bloody expensive.
that's the thing. Yeah. And truthfully, it's going to be expensive no matter what.
Yeah, but Vancouver, like, way worse.
Yeah. It's what we need to almost do is live outside the city enough, so we're not.
Yeah,
working
but I don't
in the
want to
city.
fucking drive.
Yeah, but
I like living in the city. I'm a big fan. Fuck all those responsibilities.
no, but you can still live in like a. It's you think even if you just look at like Toronto and you're living an hour outside of downtown Toronto, you're still in a fucking city bigger than
Yeah,
St. John.
and you can always take the
You can hop on the train.
yeah.
And if you need to, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Like I have a few friends. They live. It's between 40 minutes and an hour public transit to downtown.
Yeah, 40 minutes to an hour to get down. I mean, that sucks, but it is a big city. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, but like the so that's the public transit, and they're I think they pay $1,500 a month for so the 3-bedroom 2-bathroom apartment,
That's not crazy.
and I think that's all inclusive.
That's not crazy. Jesus. I thought he was being serious. I was like, yes, of course.
Yeah, so I think if you gotta find somewhere so you can live comfortably.
Yeah. Well, I don't need man. My limit for comfort is so nothing.
That's true.
I need a
Like,
bed and a table. That's all I need in my living situation.
realistically, yeah, internet and a bed.
Yeah, and a table. I need a table.
I would, and you know Nathan McIntosh.
No.
He's originally from Halifax. He's based in New York now.
Oh, okay.
When he first moved to Toronto, he was 18 years old. Moved there for comedy. Worked full time at Starbucks, and lived in someone's closet.
Holy shit! But I mean, I really think I could do that.
That's my thoughts too. Is like
It doesn't
if-
sound that bad.
that's if you're willing to commit to that, you know what I mean. If you got a cheap fucking apartment and we had to just fucking rough it out, a
Yeah.
bachelor apartment with 2 beds in it,
Yeah.
and you just fucking deal with it, until you get to that point, and you just
Listen,
look
man,
at the
I'm
fact.
not getting late anyway. I
You're
don't
like-
need a nice apartment
that's
to
the
bring people
thing.
home to.
You just go to their place if that's the case. The people that you are fucking.
No girl wants to fucking go to their place. I've never heard that in my life. Hey, you want to come home to
Well,
my
that's-
place with me?
no, but that's
Are
because-
you a hooker? Like, what the fuck? That's the only person who invites you home with
No,
them is a
it's-
hooker.
It's because of the people that you hang around with. I
Maybe.
think.
Like, people are all fucking losers who don't have
That's the
homes
thing,
to go
right?
to.
If
It's true. I'm gonna talk shit about everybody
you're-
I know, but
when you're when you're fucking homeless people, of course they can't bring you back to your place, man.
oh my god, you have a
their place.
closet we could fucking bro.
It's just,
I don't know why she said bro, but all right.
hey man, I don't know who you're fucking, so it's cool. That would be like, to me, if I was gay, that would be the best kind of gay relationship if we called each other bro.
Oh my god.
Hey bro, man, you want to fuck in the closet later?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, it sounds all right. It sounds like it would be a lot easier anyway.
I was thinking of that too, and that was my thoughts. Is like, would people be on board with that? Because like, I want to.
You
do
think
this.
Ben would be for a second? You
Well,
think Ben would be
okay.
like, yeah, let's share a room with
No.
three? Actually, now that I think about it. Brent, he lets off a lot of homosexual vibes for a guy who's always with women.
Yeah, but that's why he's always with women, right? No, this is this is my thoughts. Okay, you get a 2-bedroom apartment, or even if it is a 3-bedroom apartment, and whoever has to share a bedroom pays less rent.
Yeah. Another thing you can do is
Ben does work serving jobs, so he could rack it in the tips there, right? Anyway, so he should be able to pay
Isn't
for
that
half the
fucking
rent
crazy?
anyway. What?
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't what crazy?
The amount of money he makes.
Oh,
he's gone over it with
fucking-
me. I'm just like, what the hell, man?
I asked him how much.
You have the easiest fucking job. Well, it's not easy.
What's he
but
make
it's
like
pretty easy.
$1,000 a week in
Yeah,
tips?
yeah. He was telling
Plus
me he
his
makes
minimum
as
wage?
much as he makes in pay in tips, and I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
But that's I want to almost get into that serving
Yeah,
because that's one of those things that you could then work part time
yeah.
and then do comedy.
Well, yeah. That's
the rest of the
I
time.
bet that's why all the Hollywood stories. It's like, yeah, I was a waitress, and then you know what I mean?
I was a waitress. and
It's
then
a
I-
fitting job
and then I
for
did
it.
this. I was a waitress because I could only work 2 days a week, and you have enough waitresses. They're cool with that.
Yeah.
You work 2 days a week, whatever
And
shift you
Weinstein
want. You
wanted me
make
to
enough.
suck his dick at 11 p.m., so I had to choose a restaurant that closed early. Fucking awful.
Either that or work the open shift at Cora's.
And Weinstein would have me over for his lunchtime. It was, oof.
Lunchtime is better because, well, Weinstein looks like a guy who doesn't shower often anyway.
Yeah, but he just drank a bunch of coffee, and now you got to deal with ugh.
Yeah. I suppose if I was going to suck Weinstein's dick, it would be at nighttime.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because
You can't see him, you can't smell him as much.
it might be able to. But, like, he strikes me as the kind of guy who rolls out of bed and then just goes to work.
Yeah, yeah.
I
see
mean,
his
and
fucking
I do that
face?
too.
The fucking pock marks in his face, like
But
that guy had a lot of zits growing up. You
Shower,
can tell.
shower at night once a week.
Are you saying that's what you do?
That's what
what it
he
looks
probably
like.
does.
Yes.
So I'd suck a stick once a week right after a shower.
Pick the shower day. It's better get me an Emmy. Honestly,
And I think
some of
that
that
you-
shit is ridiculous.
You can't complain about that if I won an Oscar and all I had to do was suck a dick for it.
Yeah. These famous actresses sign non-disclosure agreements saying, I won't tell what I did if you give me all this money, and then they do tell what they did. And I'm like, what was the point of any of this then?
It's that classic. You ever see that movie John Tucker Must Die?
No.
That
I
old
heard it was really
fucking
good, though, for like a chicky movie.
Yeah, where like he's dating 3 chicks from 3 different cliques in the school.
Mm-hmm.
But he says you can't tell people that we're dating because my dad wants me to focus on school and basketball
Right.
so I can get a scholarship. So that's how he kept it secretive. And then all 3 of them happened to be in the same gym class.
Oh, shit.
And
Imagine that happened in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're all at the Emmys one day. It's like, I suck Weinstein's dick to get this. I suck Weinstein's dick, too.
wait,
He said I was the only one.
are you kidding me? All of us are nominated. Only one of us is winning, but we all sucked a dick to get here.
Right? They got fucked.
Which one swallowed? That's who's taking the award.
Oh, gross. Listen, those people aren't fucking heroes. That's a terrible thing that happened. Weinstein's a terrible guy. Those people are not heroes. That's so gross.
Oh, yeah.
You sucked a dick to advance your career, and then 20 years later, you're like, oh, that was awful. It's like, that's not brave. That's the least brave thing you could have done.
Is sucking dick ever not awful? Let's be honest. At least you gained something from it.
Yeah.
You know how many people have sucked my dick that got nothing?
You know how many clits I've licked, and all I get is a good job? Fuck
Well,
that.
okay. You know how many people have sucked my dick and just got genital warts? Herpes, one of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least they got an Oscar.
I could only hope. One day I'll suck Matt Keenan's dick and get an Oscar. I don't know how it's going to happen.
You know what? I wonder if I could work that into a bit.
Oh, I'm pretty
Sucking
sure you
dick.
almost
At least they got
did.
an Oscar. The only thing people have got suck on my dick is herpes.
It's a good punch. It's a good punch. All right. Now that you've seen what master joke writers we are with that, I think let's wrap it up. That sounds good.
Go to the joke writing contest February 11th. And
McGill's?
if you're in the St. Stephen area, go to People's Pub at, let's say go to there for like 7 o'clock. Grab some food.
Yeah, definitely show up early.
Yeah, tickets are $10, 2 for $15. It's a very reasonable price. And if nobody shows up, then tickets are pay whatever you want to pay.
Yeah, you can just walk in at a certain point.
Yeah. No, don't say that because then they'll just walk in at the end.
Wait until halfway through.
No.
I don't want to go first. How about that?
If it's not a sold out show, then you can just pay whatever you think is fit. As long as it's at least $5.
Good enough with me.
Basically, I paid $20 to sponsor an ad. It would be cool if I made enough money to
Yeah.
pay for that ad.
I have no money to pay Matt for gas, so if you could give me enough money to pay Matt for gas,
And I just realized
That'd
that
be
I have to drive no matter what
Yeah.
because you
I
don't
don't.
have a car and Travis is weird.
yeah, Travis is weird.
Travis doesn't like driving.
I'll drive up, you drive back.
Oh, I don't really care who drives.
Yeah,
You just want to get drunk, that's all.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't care about driving. I care about driving home. All right, that's it,
All right.
everybody. A lot of fun. This should be fun. We're gonna do this every week, right?
Yes, every week's the plan. S&M show number 1 in the books.
Check it out.
Sound effects, sound effects, sound effects, sound effects, sound effects, sound effects.